Hey there, longtime dearies and new dearies alike. My name is June, and I just want to say it's so good to be back doing what I love to do. I'm returning with a monthly thoughts vlog where I recollect events of the month as well as emotions and personal struggles I had to go through this month. If you follow me on my Instagram, you'll know that September has been about catching up with work that I left off, along with some unfortunate mishaps, which I'll get to later on in this video. I thought it would be just the perfect framing to start with cleaning my studio, as that was the last thing I did before dropping the ball. Now, cleaning for me is an important part of my schedule, which lets me reset my days, my weeks, and my month. I use cleaning time as a way to not only cleanse the physical space I work in, but also the mental space I often retreat to. It's key to have these spaces cleansed for me because I do suffer from depression. I know. I always mention having depression, but never really delving much into it. For me, it's been about 4 years since I started my journey into self-healing. So, my relationship with depression is different from people who may still gravely struggle from it. I just wanted to say that disclaimer because I think it's important for you to know where I'm coming from, and also why it's so easy or it sounds casual when I say that I have depression. Currently, I have a list of go-tos when I feel the lows coming. I have physical, mental, and online places I go to for guidance, help, and sometimes for someone to just listen to me talk about the nonsensical negativity rising from the pits of my stomach. And cleaning happens to be one of the things I fall back to. When I was younger, I hated cleaning. That's probably a universal statement. Now that I'm older, I have this indescribable appreciation for a clean space. And as a millennial, that may also be a universal statement. I not only enjoy cleaning as a way of meditative practice, but I think I also enjoy it because of the choices I've made in the past 4 years. That is, using all natural and safe cleaning tools. I think part of the dislike for cleaning is due to the stinky cleaning sprays, the ones that would often give you headaches because of the high bleach content. Yeah, those ones. I hate that smell with a passion. So yeah, I digress. But basically, cleaning became this thing that I would do in my early 20s to try to drown out the mess that was in my head. I would retreat into this work, but not work mode routine because it gave me a few things that depression had taken away from me, which I'd like to point out I had no idea how to get back into my life, but more on this on a different video, maybe? Cleaning gives me control of my space. I became in charge of cleaning my bathroom and my bedroom, which I never had this before since I shared my room and bathroom with my oldest sister until I was like 22. The new responsibilities weren't so much as scary as it was a relief to finally have my own spaces. Comment below if you are or ever have been in a similar situation. Eventually, the responsibility became a hobby. It was a time I looked forward to because it was time set aside, designated if you will. I was going to school at the time, and the hour I got myself just cleaning and not worrying or stressing about projects or having difficulties coming to terms with this internal issue I was having was a blessing to me. I wasn't preoccupied with all that stress. It was an hour of peace and quiet in a week or months long of feeling broken, of not being enough, and being the black sheep in my family. Amidst all of the burden of being in my family back then and the negativity I would rerun to myself, I had an hour of peace and quiet. So, remembering and also knowing how well cleaning was for my mental health, it became a go-to and definitely what I needed back end of June when I felt a lack of creativity from looking at my work area. I started to clear my space as usual, but I also knew at the time that there was a nagging feeling that I owned too much stuff. I've been on this way of thinking of owning less material things in life. I'm gearing myself towards a more minimalistic lifestyle, and again, this is in part due to my struggle with depression. I have realized that the more space I have with things that I love is the sort of life that I want in my life. I always felt like I owned too much and that I had no space for them. I guess I would eventually have come to this lifestyle, and it's very fitting for me, I think. I enjoy cleaning more now that I have homes for my stuff, as in everything has a place of its own. Am I the only one? Anyway, this whole cleaning habit plus the minimalism were pretty much attacking me to become neater. At the same time, my parents were getting their floors changed. While the floors are being changed, my cleaning of my studio was pretty much moot. I had to pack my stuff in boxes and was forced to also box away the thoughts of minimizing and cleansing. I was pretty much pulled away from work at a time where I didn't feel like working. There should have been a ringing warning sign at this time because it just brought me to this unproductive mode. I was sleeping late and waking up early. I was preoccupied with the floors and workers rather than trying to regain focus on the things I love. Also, my bathroom became a mess as workers used them, so I kept setting art aside even when the floors were done because I just couldn't regain that same focus that I had just gained back after returning from Tokyo. You can find my Japan trip video in the iCard above. Subscribe for more of my content brought to you by June. Thank you for listening to the ASMR portion of this video. I will usually fall into a slump on a monthly basis, so at first I perceived it as a normal occurrence. But I had things I was looking forward to in July. I had deadlines I was excited for in August. Yet none of them I met in the way that I wish I did. When I realized this, I decided I would clean my space again. I started with cleaning my physical space. I started with my bedroom. I decided to separate work from relaxation. I now work in an office with my retiree dad who works on his own news website and channel, and I also work alongside my story animator brother. I work across from my sister who will often bring home her 9-to-5 job. I became an actual office working person sans the blazer and slacks. And what became of my room? For meditation and exercising, my room is now focused on just me. I'm continuously cleansing my mental space through the use of my room and constantly cleaning my physical spaces on a weekly basis, including my bathroom, which I have to say, I've been really good at keeping up with the schedule. Cross my fingers, I don't fall this coming October. Inktober is going to be a real big lasagna. It took a lot of lazying around, as onlookers would say. For me, it was a lot of wondering about my existence. Why did I fall into a pit? How did it really begin? I keep blaming the floor changing, but if I really look back at it, it had begun even before that. So what is it? Self-sabotage, the wall of suck, which we can talk about another time. Hit that bell to be notified for my next update. For now, I'm happy to be returning and jumping into Inktober. I'm totally acing my Instagram feed recently too, so if you haven't already, go check me out. Well, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Bye!